Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, the USA South Bow's biggest subconsciously awake claimant, the dominant male 31007 Bows founder of the South, the one in said family nicknamed One Bow above all Southern hospitality, which is also my regional superpower gift exclusively made in Vallejo, where the original Crusaders was at when the population started in California. I'm the first Louisianan, the first Southerner, and I died the first person from said region claiming the USA code since a path I started at the age of 20. Go USA self-sustaining greats, and with this country going green only means more countries in the future ending up with their own local self-sustaining greats and more additions to current green earth. This is still the 25th anniversary year, and through USA original claiming, I think it's better to 31007 exclusively in Vallejo, California, than any other city when doing your biggest hits first through birth regional discrimination claiming. Let me know you have a physical feat reigning for over 24 years and another second in a subconsciously awake leveling event instead of just the average manual made way, so you really understand how I feel. And I told you I'd be back with some LSU, some college. I told you I'd be back from Borderlands, but hey, that ain't happened yet either. But this one did happen. So about to play some Vanderbilt versus LSU in the game. Should be easy peasy. They won in one, two, and three. Light work. Let's get on with this. You know, American. Let's go.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the winners of four straight, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Commodores will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tigers offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Vanderbilt's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vandy. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. Three-star defensive back, a guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. The run from the shotgun. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man downfield. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
Steps away. Short gain on the play before he slides.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time that was a great play call defensively.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's caught. It's green. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Wants to, and he pumps it up inside the 20. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On to attempt to try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been... Out today in Berkeley. They're up by 7 over Georgia Tech. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
And the Commodores send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got him. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Commodores will punt this one away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. If you watch the way they run their offense, usually it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
Second down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Snap it to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's O'Neal. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mitchell. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll give it to the back. Running into the open space. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get 1st downs and hopefully move the football. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. On target to the left. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Commodores will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Bruce. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal to go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Got it in the middle. It's Freeman. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Pulls it in, it's Ellington. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Off play action on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete on the right side. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
A strike downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Got the quick pass. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Slams ahead. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Cal is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that has not been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up 14 over Georgia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past, that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out their uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. To the air on 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They'll go with a direct snap. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you can tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They try to pop a run on the draw. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a 1st down.
1st down, 10 yards to go. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Gets it past the marker. He has 89 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And the Commodores want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Powers through the defender. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Rushes on him. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Bunch formation for these receivers. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Punt is on its way. And the returner will be brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone, too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive, and they're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Tight end getting vertical. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. No good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
Thanks for that. Report, Kevin. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams.
Man, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep, and these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And, yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll leave it with him. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
And the Commodores will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Corrals it at the 45. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Brings up third down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on 3rd down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on 4th.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. No good. And guys, this will stay a 24-point game. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They feed him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He'll take a shot. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 7 over Duke. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk. Create balance. You know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The play action fake. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Here's a heat. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Got a man. It's Middleton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. It'll be third and long. from the gun, wants to pass. Completes it in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. The give from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Intercepted to stop the threat. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the
Match.
sets up the offense for this possession.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding
Match.
He's starting to develop that. His third
On Southern Hospitality. Pay me in Southern Hospitality. I don't need to hear that other USA regional stuff. Pay me in Southern Hospitality. A Southern Hospitality Bose founder. Southern Hospitality is good for the USA South region. Pay me in Southern Hospitality. One bow above all Southern Hospitality levels. You know them red states love they red bandana blood gang christening of Los Angeles. But I love my 3177 bows I've done in Vallejo, California. And that's on red states in the USA South. Either Southern Hospitality or that's all. I mean, I don't need that other regionals currency exchange rates. Southern Hospitality ends, definitively ends Warp's land in the South.
Hand off from the gun. LSU will get a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden.
Yeah, I don't like hearing LEWFEL constantly either.
To get that first down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand.
I'm one bow above all Southern Hospitality. You should really get a better nickname.
If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead, and I can continue to run the football.
You may not be tired, but those are horrible nicknames.
Walk away with a win. So listen,
you're not tired,
change a thing.
but you need to sleep on those nicknames too. Those are horrible nicknames. Either somebody saying a horrible nickname or LEWS pronunciation. So in the South, one bow above all Southern Hospitality is the one you need to earn from your family. Earn that one from your family.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning it on. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So here comes the field goal unit again, and we know how that's gone today. And it's no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
It has been an absolute nightmare in a game.
That's why your family
did
nickname you one ball above all Southern Hospitality.
In this game, and if they lose, you know everybody's going to be pointing the finger at him.
You may be a founder, but you're still physically challenged.
Fires to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
You gotta hit the human being evolutionaries of notes. Human being positive evolutionary notes, backing up natural selection. Don't back up inducements and be losing. All your inducements ain't do nothing but slow you down. It don't sound like it made you faster if you can't even get past me that quickly. All that inducement, you can't even get past me. You're just supposed to speed things up. You still can't get past me.
Yeah, and this offense
One
has to
bow
find a
above
way to
all
run the
Southern
football, man. They
hospitality.
got to get more creative,
E31
whatever
double
that
seven
looks like for
Prodigy.
this offense, something to
Off of 2 rap
jumpstart that
songs,
play.
Uninvited and
Nothing really
Southern
going on the
Hospitality.
ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that
Moving way
physically they
faster
were
than you know
going
the
to try
inducements
to be
got you
challenged up
in
front. That was a big
positive
MO for this
evolutionary
offense
patterns
coming
as a
into it,
human
but
being.
the defense, they've risen to the
Hey,
occasion. Their
everybody's Homo
front
sapien
seven
nowadays.
has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
You ain't rocking human being and
He's really
natural
close to
selection
that first down
as the
marker, but they
biggest
stop him just a
and
bit
still
short.
leading positive
Coach has no
evolutionary
choice here.
advancements.
The offense has to stay on the
You don't
field.
really sit there
Now,
and be like
multiple
evolution.
possessions this late. 4th down attempt. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Positive evolutionary
And
advancements
they
seem
are
deemed you should
stopped
have
on
voted for
4th
natural
down.
selection
That
and not
decision
inducement.
will be questioned. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Fires to the big fella.
On big USA
Just what
final.
they were looking for, and he's got him set
USA
up in business
born,
at the
USA
35
code.
with the first
I'm
down.
talking about USA born and
Well, this tight end can run these crossing
something
patterns, and
claimed
he
to
can
be
catch the
existing
ball
by
against man
400
coverage or
Ferraris.
zone
But
coverage.
really
That
that
time, nice
fast.
job seeing
You
the
got that
ball
USA
in, helping
American
his
muscle.
QB out.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run,
And
and
show
a
them how
first
fast
down.
natural selection do
The
it.
Tigers come to the
At
line
one
with
bow
a
above
fresh
all
set
Southern
of downs.
hospitality, the failures of regional USA
Give
discrimination.
to the running back.
Show them how USA American muscle do
On
it.
the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Big buzz.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 7 over Georgia Tech. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the
Yeah,
business.
you know that
And how
tattoo
about
chronological
that one,
order
Kevin?
like
We'll be
me on
keeping
Big
an eye on
USA
everything
Claim.
going on elsewhere.
I've seen those arts and designs, but
Pulled and fired complete. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
forgot to say shout out to California Code Father, 20th birthday month.
Had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the
Never
football,
look
trailing this
great in
much
Vallejo
late in the
without
game?
you.
But that's basically a microcosm of how
Never
this
be
game
what
is
I am
going.
today without you.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped
This is the
cold
era.
as soon as he got it.
Well, that last play is basically
USA
a
said
microcosm
California
of
got
today's
dad
game
rights
for
from
this
how
offense.
much
Just nothing
no era
enough.
is going to
Not
capitalize
physical
on the
enough to
state like
point
it
of
did in
attack. They're
games.
being
This
swarmed.
internet
They
technology
haven't
era.
had the balance necessary to.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Way to stay united, states
And
of
how
America.
about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Trying play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. To stop him in his tracks. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. He's got it again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic. And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Last week we just won and we lost the opportunity to get him. Okay, so we lost the opportunity to get Larker. We need to get a linebacker. We just lost 2 lurkers and a gap specialist. 2 sacks, 8 tackles for loss. Virginia Tech. All right, I'm get out of here, guys. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate it. Late, y'all.